1993, Davey gets in his helicopter with Red,
Mm-hmm.
and he flies over to Talladega. How difficult were those next few days and weeks for you and the family? And
Extremely. We had a lot of stuff hit us. Pam and myself, our family, had us, with Davey's deal. We lost a real close friend of mine down in Calera, friend I grew up, close friend of mine, Mike Crawford. Lost him along at the same time. And within 2 or 3 weeks there, I lost my racetrack best friend, then I lost my best friend, from Calera, and it was pretty devastating time. It really was. The helicopter accident, going back to that a little bit. A lot of people don't know this, but I'd flew to Loudon with Davey up there, and on Saturday, Davey had told me, he said, Saturday during the race, not during the race, but while I was at the racetrack, Davey said, David Bonnett's going to be testing Talladega Monday. Said, let's take the helicopter and go up there? I said, yeah, man, that sounds good. So he and I had planned on doing that. So anyway, we go out to eat Saturday night in Loudon, and me and the whole McDonald's crew, we go to some place there, and we all order food, and we all basically eat the same thing. And we had the absolute worst case of food poisoning that you could possibly imagine. Every one of us got sick. I mean, and there was no alcohol involved or anything. It was just, And so anyway, we come Sunday morning, we're all in the infirmary there, getting IVs in our arms and getting, just still sick as a dog. And anyway, I run 20 laps in the race and had to get out of the car and let Jeff Burton get in the car for me and drive it the rest of the day because he blew up early. But they carried me back to the hospital because I had no, I was like a limp dish rag basically. And so I spent the night in the hospital Sunday night. And
you actually spent the night?
Yeah, I spent the night.
Really?
Yeah, I had to spend the night in the hospital Sunday night. And then Monday, I guess about lunchtime, I got home, flew home. And then when I got home, drove into Calera, and then I got the news that Davey had crashed. And, I was just like, oh, my God. It was just, and Pam knew, she said, man, this, the good Lord works in mysterious ways. And, it was a bad deal. I mean, then we went to the hospital, later on that day, and we knew then. We didn't really get to see him or anything, but, some of the close family that went in there did. And we knew that, he wasn't going to make it. Like I said, the way it turned out, it was somewhat of a blessing for Hut Stricklin, but then it was, it was devastating for our whole family.
I don't know an appropriate way to ask this, but is that something that you had to deal with?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Every race, I'd go to. Davey and I, we would talk setups and different things all the time, and basically. What's weird is, from the time I started racing till I bought a Dillon car in 1983, 84, I had an Allison car. Bobby Allison, one that they built down there. A guy named Johnny Day worked for them, built it. And we always compared notes on our Allison car. And anyway, so we had a great relationship, from early on. And then when we'd go to the races, we always compared notes and different things, hey, this worked for me. And, man, that guy helped us so much, when I drove for Bobby and different things, just, stuff they'd learn. And I like to think we helped him too, because we would definitely share. It was like an open book thing with he and I both, and it was just a great relationship.